Hello and welcome to a special episode of the Self-Belief Chief podcast. I've just had a session with a client and I thought it might be useful to go through some of the things that I've just had in this conversation with someone. For the purpose of this conversation, we're going to call them Ethan. And Ethan works at a large organization. He's trying to develop his ability as a leader, but he's worried, he's scared. He thinks that other people might have more experience than him, that other people are possibly more talented. Other people might not respect and value what he actually does. And it's interesting when you listen to people who are so senior, who've done so well, have these sorts of conversations to remind us all that we feel the same way. We have similar thoughts and feelings. They're just thoughts and feelings that have been passed down through generations, through the entirety of human history, these types of conversations. And it's important to remember that these aren't our own thoughts and feelings. They are ones that are passed down, as I said. So Ethan's saying, David, I want to become a leader because I feel like I'm going to get left behind. I feel like people don't quite understand what I do. I might not be here for a long period of time if I don't make some changes. So what I took him through was how anyone can grow in their career or expand and develop their leadership. And over the coming sessions, I'll have more conversations with him about how to improve in some of these specific areas. But the first thing to do is really get an understanding of what allows us to drive more value in our organization, in our career, in our business, wherever it might be. And there are eight things that every organization, doesn't matter the size, doesn't matter what culture it's in, what country it's in, really doesn't matter. These eight things that you can decide which of those things can make a real difference. So the eight things are resourcefulness, leadership, relationships, positioning, expertise, business environment. That's six of them. I always forget two off the top of my head. What have we got here? What have I missed out? Maybe a quick look at the other two. I always forget two when I'm going through these. Expertise, of course, and work ethic. I've just cheated because I just looked at my, I've got a whole folder of different strategies that I go through with people. And then what I do is I get people to pick out the few that they think if they could make real progress in would make a massive difference. Now, unsurprisingly, Ethan goes, well, I'll pick leadership because I really want to understand that. But what does positioning mean? And he said, I want to do positioning and I also want to do relationships. He said, if I think I can develop better relationships with people, then that's going to stand me in good stead as well. I totally agreed with him. But he came back and said, what's positioning? And that's the reason why I want to do this video with you today. Because I'll tell you a quick story. I had someone, when I worked at a large company a long time ago, they missed out on a job promotion. They said, how did this other person get it? They're not more talented than I am. And I said, the reason they got it was they positioned themselves better. This person wasn't more talented than my friend. They weren't more skilled. They weren't more capable. They hadn't worked at the company as long. So why were they getting this position? Well, the reason was that this person, in positioning themselves better, went through 4 stages. And I want you to write down these 4 stages. Firstly, they defined what's the role that they wanted. What's the role that they wanted? Secondly, who's the key decision maker? Who is the key decision maker that will determine who gets that role? Thirdly, what does that key decision maker value most? What do they value most? And the 4th step is, how can I deliver 10 times more value in that area than anyone else can? And so this particular person did that with this person, developed a relationship with them, positioned themselves, and gave them 10 times more of the exact thing they valued most. And I think for any business, for any individual stuck in their career, or someone who's trying to develop as a leader, if you do not know how to position yourself, you're not going to make much progress. And if you just go through those 4 stages of positioning, it will really give you a head start on everyone else. And it'll really make people look up to you as the go-to person at that thing. Positioning, ladies and gentlemen, is really incredibly important. So if you write down those 4 stages again for me, what do you want? Who's the key decision maker? What do they value most? And then develop the expertise and deliver 10 times more in that particular area, you will go a long way. My name is David Holman. If you change today, today will change your life. So enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your life, and I'll speak to you again soon.